Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Friday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham, alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat, and we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. A little bit strange for us to be here on a Friday, but
yeah,
hey,
a little different.
Missed the opportunity to be with you on Wednesday, so we kind of pushed it to today. So, hey, that's our it's the end of the week. The weekend's upon us, JJ, so that's a good thing. But we'll talk about these things. ESPN has predicted the win-loss record now for every SEC team. So we will look at that today. If these are correct, then what's that record going to look like in reality? Who are the losses? You know, so we'll take a look at that. We'll certainly start with Auburn. And then, you know, of course, once you get one team established, then, you know, it affects another team and then another team and another team, and it's all got to work out. So if you know, one school loses to another, then it makes for some interesting schedules here. So we'll take a look at that. Hey, all of a sudden, the Braves are on a little bit of a streak here.
Bit of a run.
Nice little run.
How about Spencer Strider? 21 strikeouts his last two starts.
Maybe he's starting to find it again. Obviously, he's starting to get a little bit more comfortable.
Chris Sale looks great.
Chris Sale looks like his old self. Mm-hmm. Schwellenbach is really good. I mean, he'll give you he'll give you an opportunity to win the game. So.
That being said, they are still 7 games under 500.
They are.
And 10 games back.
5 games under 500. They're 34 and 39 now, right?
Oh, they're 34 and 39. Okay,
yeah.
This says 32, 39.
Okay.
But either way, 10 games back. Not insurmountable. Certainly not easily achievable either.
Right.
So, you know, 10 games back of 2 teams. So, you know, it's not like you're just chasing one. You need one to have a bad stretch. You need two teams to have a bad stretch. So, I don't know.
But the Mets are on a, 6 or 7 game losing streak, so they're helping us out.
Now, the Mets are going to be the Mets. You know, they're going to do Met things. I'm curious with, you know, I'm curious if the Braves make any sort of move in the next few weeks.
Right. We've been talking.
If they make a move to the positive, right? Because if they make a move to the positive, then it means that Anthopoulos isn't ready to close the door on this season yet.
Well, are you ready? I mean, we've been asking this question for a while. You said, and the All-Star break's coming up.
Yep.
July the 13th. That will be the last series. That'll be with the Cardinals. So you got, 7 series to go before the All-Star break. That's it, right? I mean, that's the demarcation line.
That, to me, if you can't close this gap some, get within 5, 6, right? If you can do that over these next 7 series, then, you know, you probably think you got a shot.
Yeah.
If you get 7 series from now and you are 12 games back, 15 games back.
If you're still double digits, probably. You can probably hang that up. But you've got an opportunity to close that gap significantly because you've got 3 more with the Mets coming up after the Marlins. And then you've got, I think, 4 with the Phillies. So it's a major opportunity here to make up some ground for the Braves in the next 3 to 4 series. And then you throw the Marlins and the Angels in there and say, hey, look, there's it's there to be had if you can keep it going. So that at least that's better news than it's been for a while. So we will definitely take a look at that. All right, so let's just kick this thing off and start out. And all right, ESPN predicting the SEC. They have the Auburn Tigers going 7-5. Mm-hmm. Okay, we all that. So let's just start there. If Auburn were to go 7-5, who would the losses be to? Okay, so you open up with Baylor, of course. You get Ball State and South Alabama; they're out. 2 road games at Oklahoma, at Texas A&M. You get an off week. Georgia, Missouri at home, at Arkansas, Kentucky, at Vandy. Take another off week. Mercer, and then, of course, you finish things up with the Iron Bowl. If Auburn had 5 losses, what would the most probable 5 losses be with you?
I don't think it would be the ones on the list you got. Yeah, because I would say that Georgia game is going to be a big challenge.
Yep.
I don't know about the most probable to me, if they're going to lose 5, would be that either they lose to Baylor in the opener, or they lose both Oklahoma and A&M. And then then you get into that kind of 4-2 stretch or 3-2 stretch when you go to Georgia. You get to 3-3, and then the last 6 you go 4-2. Would be the most reasonable to me.
Right. Well, yeah.
And down that stretch, who would that be? I don't know. Missouri, Alabama? I don't know.
I mean, clearly Georgia and Alabama have been a problem.
Yeah, and both of those teams will be favored in that game.
I would imagine so.
To me, I always kind of look, okay, well, where are they most likely to be underdogs, right? I think at Oklahoma, at A&M, Georgia, Alabama. Where else would they be an underdog, Andy?
Oklahoma on the road, you said?
Yeah, I said Oklahoma, A&M, Alabama, Georgia.
I don't.
You figure maybe you lose
that,
one other one that maybe you're favored in at Baylor, something like that.
Maybe.
In a season opener.
Yeah.
That would be the most likely path for me to see them at 5.
All right, so that makes the most sense. I had the way that I worked it out, and I started at the top with Texas, and I had them losing to Baylor, Oklahoma, A&M, Arkansas, and Vandy. Now Auburn lost to Vanderbilt last year.
Here's my question, though. At 7-5,
that would be beating Georgia and Alabama.
7-5, we all know, is not going to make people real happy.
Probably
no. But if you go 7-5, but beat Georgia and Alabama,
that would be an odd. That would be just like Auburn.
Yeah.
To do that, that would be exactly like Auburn to do that. So, that seems odd. So, how about? They've got Texas and Georgia both going 10-2. Okay, so Texas opens up at Ohio State. I think if you're going to Texas, that's a very possible loss.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you go to the horseshoe. That's a tough one.
All right, San Jose State, UTEP, Sam's, Houston. Those are all wins. Off week. All right, at Florida.
Could be tough.
Red River rivalry.
Could be tough.
At Kentucky.
Yeah.
At Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Vandy.
Yeah.
Off week. At Georgia.
That's a tough one.
Arkansas and A&M.
Arkansas and A&M both at home.
Yep.
Yeah, I would.
Only 2 losses. So if Ohio State's one of them, who else they losing to?
Yeah,
Is it Georgia?
Your most likely would be at Georgia.
Okay.
That sounds like to me the only game left on the schedule where they would be an underdog would be on the road at Georgia.
Okay. All right, so that you got no problem with that.
No,
Ohio State
if they were
Georgia.
going to lose 2, and let me say this, I think it's very possible that Texas could go in there and beat Ohio State. I am wondering, I'm not calling for it yet, but I'm still wondering if Georgia has a little bit of a reset year this year. But that's just me.
Okay. ESPN has Georgia going 10-2. Only 2 losses for the Bulldogs. Open with Marshall, Austin Peay. Obviously, those are wins. At Tennessee.
That could be a tough one, yeah.
Off week. They get Alabama at home.
That could be a tough one. Georgia will be favored, but it could be tough.
Kentucky at home.
Yeah.
At Auburn.
Okay. That's
Ole
a tough
Miss
one.
at home.
Ole Miss at home could be interesting, yeah.
Lost to Ole Miss last year. Off week. Florida.
Look, don't overlook the cocktail party. That could be a tough one.
At Mississippi State. Texas at home. Charlotte, and at Georgia Tech. If Georgia only loses 2 games.
What if one of them's Georgia Tech?
Whew. Well, then.
Georgia Tech was a much improved team last year, and they took them all, what? How many overtimes?
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. If they lose to Georgia Tech, I guarantee Georgia will have more than 2 losses.
Okay.
I will say that confidently. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But, I mean, they could lose to Texas, obviously.
Sure.
And I don't know if they,
They could lose to Texas. They could lose to Alabama. They could lose to Auburn. They could lose to Florida. They could lose to Tennessee. And I'm telling you, don't discount that Georgia Tech game in Atlanta. So
I think Georgia loses more than 2 games.
I sort of have Georgia at a little bit of a reset year. I don't know if are they even? Is it even possible they could go 8-4? But I'm thinking like a 9-3 kind of reset year. You know what I mean?
I think that's more likely than 10-2.
I would take 9-3 for Georgia before I would take 11-1.
I would agree with that. All right, we got to take our first break here. Love to know what you think. 256-234-6221. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
The clock is ticking on the spectacular pre-owned truck sale now in progress at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Dodge trucks and Toyota trucks too. Full-size and heavy-duty, smaller trucks, work trucks. Prices and payments on all pre-owned trucks have been slashed. This is your chance to get a clean late-model used truck at the price you want. And during the sale, special finance rates are now in effect. This sale may end at any time. One location only, Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Only about 45 more minutes left in today's show. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, 256-234-6221. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation for jobs, commercial or residential. No jobs too big, no jobs too small. Give them a call today for all your needs. Russell Do-It Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. They can beat the big box store. And finally, Sense of Green, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sense of Green. They are the carrier dealer.
I got to tell you, I think the Sense of Green guys are some of the nicest guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the way them come in and they're just nice.
Oh, wow. Professional.
That would another way to describe it.
334-487-3555. Sense of Green. All right. ESPN predictions for the SEC in 2025.
I have serious problems with their predictions, by the way.
I don't have. I've got some issues as well. But, they got Texas 10-2, Georgia 10-2, Alabama they have 9-3. That's feasible. I mean that's possible.
Absolutely.
They went 9-4 last year. They opened at Florida State. I think that's a win. ULM, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, I don't imagine to be a whole lot better than they were last year.
I wouldn't imagine that.
So I would think that would be 3-0 before you have an off week. Then you go to Athens.
Yeah,
that was a crazy game last year.
That'll be a huge. That's a huge game for Kirby Smart. I mean, you need to beat Alabama, dude. You really do.
It's in his head.
Yeah,
I think.
So I don't know. I mean, Tennessee has a favorable schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But are they getting the 9 wins, changing quarterbacks in April, May?
It's a fair question.
I mean, and the guy they're bringing in, I don't know.
Joey Aguilar.
Yeah,
Who?
I don't know about this one. It's like with Alabama, right? You could see a situation where maybe the quarterback position just goes to hell in a handbasket and Alabama goes 8-4, right? But it's a hard one to do. Most of the experts have Alabama's offensive line ranked in the top 3 in the league, if not the best in the league. Defensive line, top 3 in the league, if not the best in the league. Overall defense returning 8-9 starters. You got a couple of good, experienced wide receivers coming back. You're telling me you can't find a trigger man out of the 3 you got? The numbers of returning players and so forth kind of point to Alabama being better than they were a year ago, which would put me more towards a 10-2 than an 8-4. You know what I mean? But when the unknown is the quarterback, that obviously can be a problem.
Yeah. Again, last year, the jury's out on Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah.
I mean, know, but what he did prior to Alabama, very impressive.
Sure.
But, you know, I told Luke the other night, you know, we ranked the SEC coaches. I said, you know, he inherited the most talented roster in all of college football. And he lost to Vanderbilt in Oklahoma.
Well,
not good. That, you know.
Yeah, he inherited that, but by the time they got to the season, was it the most talented roster? I mean, there were 31 players that left from the team the year before.
Yeah. On paper, it was. Let's just say that.
And I don't know. Look, coaching changes are coaching changes. They are always what they are.
Yeah.
I didn't beat up on the guy much last year. I thought 9-3 first year, replacing Nick Saban, 31 people leaving the program. I thought he did about a B job, maybe a B+ job, with what he had to deal with coming in.
Okay.
You know, a B+ job this year would be 10-2. So, you know, we'll see what he does.
If Alabama had 3 losses, who would they be to?
I think you got to put, you know, obviously the road game at Georgia is one at the top of the list.
Are you concerned about a road trip to South Carolina?
A little bit. I'm not sold on South Carolina just yet. I know the quarterback's really good. I don't know about the rest of the team.
Are you concerned about a road trip to Auburn?
Yes, always. I think you always worry about that. I think the Tennessee game obviously is a concern. LSU is a concern. On the road at Florida State, I mean, people are kind of writing this in as a win, and I know they went 2-10 last year, but they've still got some talent. They did a lot of portal moves. They brought in Gus Malzahn. You know, Florida State's not going to – Alabama's not going to go down to Tallahassee and beat them 56-0. You know, so it's not going to be one of those kind of games, especially with a quarterback starting his first game in college.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Ty Simpson, he could come out and throw 4 picks, and then you got problems.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get to the 4th one.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think Keelan Russell will be over there after the second one, like, Coach.
Yeah, that's probably a good. Probably true. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. We'll be with you for about 30 more minutes today. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines, a tremendous place to get some great food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They got daily lunch specials. Go and check out their website for those listings each and every day. That is steaksnwine.com, just the letter N, steaksnwine.com. They also got some tremendous deals coming up for the 4th of July, ribs, but they've got the burgers and Conecuh burgers and these different kind of combinations that you can get. They'll cook it for you, prepare it all. The prices are absolutely a steal, to be perfectly honest, for all the work that it takes to prepare that for a group that's coming in and to do it as absolutely perfectly as they can. But the food is absolutely tremendous. The preparation is exquisite. So go and check those out. You'll be very pleased with that if you choose to do that. That's Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines in Montgomery and in Auburn. We're talking about the ESPN and their predictions for the SEC. As I mentioned, I'll run through these, and JJ, you tell me, which one of these would you look at? We'll categorize them into two or three categories. Number one, where you'll say, I don't know much, but I know this. That is wrong. That is absolutely not going.
Law's records?
Yes.
Well, the problem I have with the records they predicted, it is basically the most milquetoast, fence-sitting, prediction you could possibly make.
Yeah.
We assume going in that Georgia and Texas are the two top teams, so you give them both 10-2, right? Most everybody has Alabama, Tennessee, based on recent history. So we'll put them in there at 9-3. At no point do they go, you know what? This team has a lot of what it takes to jump to an 11-1. This
nobody
team,
likes to predict 2-10 or 11-1, 12-0.
But there's going to be somebody.
Usually somebody does.
I'm telling you now, I think it's very possible that Kentucky goes 3-9. Maybe 2-10.
So that would be one of the wrong. They're not going 6-6.
They are not going to a bowl game. Kentucky will. I'll go to a bowl game before Kentucky goes to a bowl game. Just in my opinion. Now, I think, but I think Stoops is on his way out. I think this is probably it.
And Zach Calzada.
Zach Calzada, yeah. Vanderbilt could go 5-7, but you know what? Vanderbilt could go 7-5. And with the quarterback coming back, with Pavia coming back, why not? Why not take a chance on Vandy going 7-5? I can tell you this: they've got Auburn, South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Missouri all going 7-5. No chance that all four of them go 7-5. Somebody is going to jump up there and win 8 or 9, maybe have a chance at 10, and somebody else in that group is going to drop down to 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Missouri.
Watch out now, Missouri back-to-back double-digit win season.
Yeah, I just.
Is it time to take a step back?
I don't know. You look, Ole Miss is another one, right? And I think more Lane Kiffin than you do, but Lane Kiffin keeps putting 10 wins on the board at Ole Miss, and we've kind of come to expect, he'll win 8, 9, 10 games. This is still Ole Miss, and they lost a lot last year. It wasn't just the quarterback. Walter Nolan, they lost a lot of good players. It would not surprise me if Lane took a step back to a 6-6, 7-5 kind of season. Those are the kind of predictions I like to see, is when somebody goes, I know this doesn't sound right, but if you look at it, it could be right. For example, on the Georgia thing, I don't know who the stars are. Usually every year going into a season, there's like 2 or 3 guys on Georgia's defense. I go, superstar, superstar, superstar. I don't know who they are this year. I don't know that I trust the quarterback. I sure don't trust the offensive coordinator. And so Georgia, to me, could be up for a little bit of a down year. Now, what's down for Georgia? 9-3, right? It's not anything that's going to ruin the program. But,
right.
Texas, to me, if the Manning kid lives up to any of the hype, then that's an 11-1, 12-0 team and a favorite for the national championship.
If they get past Ohio State, look out.
Oh, yeah.
They are running downhill. That is for sure. Now, again, they got some tough games. They got to play Georgia in Athens. That's going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
But they could afford that loss.
And they got to go on the road to Ohio State. Very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So, now, the rest of their schedule, pretty darn manageable.
Very.
To me, it's like 9-3 would be the absolute floor for Texas, and that's if things go wrong. Hey, things went really bad for Sark. He went 9-3. To me, that's the absolute floor for Texas on this schedule. So, we'll see. South Carolina, at times I want to believe in South Carolina could jump up and win 8 or 9, maybe 9 again. But they lost a lot of guys outside of the quarterback. And the quarterback's good, but
these are the kind of things you can't ever. These are the kind of things that always happen every year. But you take a guy like Sellers, who likes to run. He got hurt last year. Chances are he may get hurt again this year.
Sure.
It may not be. It may not be a season-ending injury, but quarterbacks get banged up. You got to kind of take into account. Okay, they might lose a game they shouldn't. That you think, okay, they probably would win, but maybe Sellers doesn't play in that game. So
ESPN has Texas A&M on the same level with LSU and Ole Miss. That's silly.
Yeah.
That's Texas A&M, and no offense to the green kid at quarterback, not that good of a passer. So are they going to run the Notre Dame box? Are they going to run Vandy's offense from last year and just pound it and take every second off the play clock. For some reason, Elko won 16 games in 2 years at Duke, and we've decided he's Newt Rockne. But so I don't put A&M on the same level with LSU should be a 10-win team this year. If Brian Kelly can't win 10 with the best returning quarterback in the league and the best roster he's had since he's been there, then he ain't winning 10.
Yeah. How about Notre Dame playing Arkansas and Texas A&M this year?
I think Notre Dame will beat them both.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
But very interesting. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air has teamed up again with the Food Bank of East Alabama and Montgomery Area Food Bank in an effort to reduce the high percentage of food insecurity within our communities. For every new Dixie Cares Plan membership purchase, Dixie will be donating 7 meals to partnered food banks. Over the last 3 years, Dixie, along with your help, has donated over 34,000 meals. Thank you for choosing Dixie and for helping us make a difference within our community.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Just a couple more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Mentioned the Braves now 34-39, 7-3 in their last 10 games, 4-1 in their last 5 games. They swept the Metropolitans. That first game with the Mets, you had it. The Braves were down 3-1. It was like a typical game this year. With the Braves, they'd kind of messed around. And then all of a sudden, late innings, they tied it up, sent it to extra innings, got a runner on, and Ozuna was able to come through.
Yeah.
Got a big win, 5-4, comeback win, and it seemed to spark the team. You've seen it before. A win like that could possibly turn a season around.
Yeah. Well, feel like a broken record, but, talk to me at the All-Star break, and if they're 5 or 6 games out, okay. If they're 12, 13 games out, then we're probably in a different space.
Yeah.
But I like, that's the thing. It's like, you got to like the lineup. The lineup's good. Could we use one more consistent bat? Sure. You got to like the starting pitching. The bullpen's a disgrace, but, it is what it is.
Iglesias is, he finally had a decent outing against the Mets and actually got the win, I think, in that extra innings game. That guy's got to, I don't know, maybe he's lost it. If he has, that's a guy that you got to.
One of my favorite sayings is the baseball card doesn't lie, but I feel like I've been lied to.
Well, he was terrible with Anaheim.
Yeah.
Not Anaheim. They don't call them Anaheim anymore, do they? No. Whatever, the Angels. He was terrible with the Angels, and then he came to the Braves, and he was, great.
Yeah.
And he was great for several years. And now he's, you're like, oh, okay, he may be losing a little bit. But
yeah.
If he could find it, that would shore up that bullpen quite a bit.
When you get into the 9th with 2-run lead or better, you ought to just be counting that one,
Yeah, and you think about it. The Braves they've gone through some times where you just no lead is safe.
Yeah.
In the 9th inning, but you've also had you've been fortunate to have some pretty dynamic closers for a while.
And if you're the Braves,
count on those guys.
If you can crawl to within 5 or 6, does Anthopoulos go on the market for a reliever or two?
Mm-hmm. Good question. Why did they signed Kimbrel and they brought him up, and I thought he pitched pretty well, and then he was gone.
Well, he pitched pretty well in the game. As somebody brought up, though, his fastball topped out at 92. And the rest of them were 91.
That's probably
not Craig Kimbrel's game necessarily. But the story I heard, this was speculation on somebody's part in Atlanta, but it's basically him playing in that game triggered a $2 million bonus, and they knew they were going to release him or designate him. And so they put him in that game as a favor, kind of a, hometown, here's your $2 million bonus. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, hey, then I wish they'd somebody give me a $2 million bonus.
Well, heck yeah. We'd go to the house, Andy.
You're not kidding. Okay, so as I mentioned, they got the Marlins, 3 with the Marlins coming up tonight. I get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then at the Mets for 3. So you go right back there.
It's not 4?
Is that with 4?
I think that's 4.
Okay, yeah, 3, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Yeah, that's right. 4 with the Mets, 3 with the Phillies. That's what it was. I had it reversed. But then you come home to play the Phillies for 3. Angels, Orioles, that interleague you never really know. But then they go on the road to the A's, who are terrible, and then at the Cardinals, who are pretty good. And that's the first half. That'll wrap things up. Then you get that to the All-Star break. So
we're going to have a pretty good idea.
Acuna's only hitting 376 since he came back.
Maybe one day he'll work a little harder.
8 homers and 14 RBIs. I mean, I wish he could play a whole year. I mean, that would really be nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch him, but I'm afraid injuries may get the best of him. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Olsen having a nice year too, by the way.
Yes.
We got to take one more break.
Riley's crawled on up there.
He's not bad. Yeah. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Better buildings, better prices, better buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment on this Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. All right, JJ, it is the 20th of June. My goodness, it's the longest day of the year.
Yeah.
Today's the day. It's the first day of summer. Happy summer, everybody.
Happy summer.
On this day, 1993, the summer solstice. Ooh. The Bulls defeated the Suns 99-98 in Game 6 to win their 3rd straight NBA title and denied Charles Barkley his best and only chance to win an NBA
Was Dan
title.
Marley on that team, too?
Thunder Dan Marley.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good Suns team.
Yeah.
Barkley won the MVP that year. Thunder Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson. Barkley, Big O, Oliver Miller, I think, was on that team. Yeah. But they were just a really Cedric Sabalas, very good player. But yeah, I love that team. But the Bulls, man, they were just too good. Michael Jordan, too good. Happy birthday today! A lot of birthdays on June 20th.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but half of them dead, half of them alive.
There you go.
Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn, old swordsman, swashbuckler.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
The first Robin Hood, yeah. He was from Australia. Did not know that.
I didn't either.
Chet Atkins.
Guitar great.
They say maybe they say he had like a brain for each finger. I mean, just unbelievable guitarist. 1924 to 2001. Audie Murphy.
All right. War veteran, as I recall.
Most decorated soldier in all of World War II.
That's right.
And became a Hollywood star as well.
Yeah.
Was in several movies, but quite the guy. 1925. Martin Landau.
Been in a lot of movies.
Fine actor.
Yeah.
1928. Died in 2017. Olympia Dukakis.
She was an actress. I remember she had kind of big hair.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She was in. What was the one with Julia Roberts and Sally Field and
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
But I can't think of the name. It's something I can't. But
my colors are blush and bashful.
Yeah. Okay. And Dolly Parton's in it.
Dolly
as well.
Parton in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Danny Aiello. He's been Do the Right Thing and quite a few others.
Yeah.
The Professional, 1933. Lenny Dawson. Well, Kansas City, great quarterback.
Yeah.
Great picture of him on the sideline in uniform, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
A great picture. John Mahoney played the father in Frasier.
Okay.
Still Magnolias.
Yeah, that's
Still
it.
Magnolias.
That's it,
There
yeah.
it is. I knew it'd come to me eventually. Brian Wilson just passed away here.
Just passed away, yeah. Beach Boy.
The Beach Boy. I mean, 1942. Terry Funk.
Wasn't he called Terrible Terry Funk?
He probably was. He was in Roadhouse as well.
Yeah.
Had a nice little career.
What was he in Roadhouse?
He was one of the muscles. He was the one that he worked at the bar, and he said, "What am I supposed to do now?" When Patrick Swayze fired him, he said, "There's always barber college."
There's always barber college. Yeah. now I remember. Yeah.
Terry Funk, he died in 2023. Anne Murray.
Hear her roar.
Hear her roar?
Didn't she do I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar?
I don't know. She was a Canadian country singer.
Yeah.
Okay. All I remember is, can I have this dance for the rest of my life?
Okay.
I don't know about that. That's pretty good. Bob Vila.
Home Improvement legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary Home Improvement guy. 1946. How about Lionel Richie?
Tuskegee's own.
Hello.
It's so funny if you watch American Idol. Lionel. It's pretty obvious that Lionel is a fan of Lionel.
Is that right?
But it's not in an offensive way because he's earned it. He's Lionel Richie.
Really.
Yeah.
Dude's got hits. Out the wazoo here.
He's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no question. About John Goodman from, mini roles.
You ever seen Everybody's All American?
I have not.
You need to watch that.
Is that Dennis Quaid?
John
Okay.
Goodman's.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
All right. Coco Beware. He had a bird that he would literally bring down to the wrestling mat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wrestling. That's why I'm
Toucan Sam type bird. Carlos Lee, big Panamanian, played for the Astros.
Okay.
Back in the day. Nicole Kidman, born on this
Lovely.
day, 1967. Yep. Lovely. Australian as well.
Yes.
Robert Rodriguez, director, born on this day, 1968. He's did the Desperado.
Okay.
With Salma Hayek. That's all.
I got you.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
So, LeVar Arrington.
LeVar Arrington was honestly one of the most freakish athletes when he came out of college that I had ever seen.
Like a gorilla. Just
amazing.
Brute.
Yeah.
But fast as.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him chasing me. Let's just say that. 1978. He was the one. Was he the one that kind of started that? Wearing that. Was it
number 11? Right.
Was it? No, that's what I was thinking.
I think it was number 11.
Because now, everybody that's the big deal wears 11 at Penn State, right? Charles Howell III.
See the millionaire on.
He's a golfer. They call him.
I got you.
Charlie Three Sticks.
I got you.
Okay.
Not the millionaire on Gilbert.
He's not a very good golfer, but no, he's not.
Okay.
1979, and Darren Sproles.
Undersized running back, very good catching balls out of the backfield.
Very good.
Good kick returner as well.
Played at?
Darren Sproles. Arizona State?
Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Went on to, he's had a really nice NFL career as far as I know. Born on this day, 1983. So, I don't know what it was about June the 20th, but a lot of parents felt like 9 months previous.
Yeah.
It was some Barry White situation.
There is probably some kind of biological something with the summer solstice that causes pregnant women to go into labor. Who knows?
That is a good call.
There is probably something like that. So
it is the longest day of the year, so that makes maybe something to that as well. All right, we got that's going to wrap it up for us. We're going to go ahead and take the weekend off, but I suggest you do the same. He is JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.